armor expansion, I'm nigh. Today, we're going to be going looking for max mushrooms, but I do still happen to be kind of right here next to this den that we ended last time on, and there are a number of Pokemon here that I need to catch, so I kind of figure I'm just going to knock this out right now, and then we'll kind of move on. I do need to run back over to the dojo and do a quick heal, so that way I have False Swipe available. We are catching an awful lot of things, and I think now is a fantastic... Oh, of course, you crit. I think now is a fantastic time for us to just kind of finish doing these catching. We need a Psyduck anyways. There are some Magnemites rolling around. It actually kind of surprises me. When I played through Sword and Shield, you know, there was the big uproar, right, about all of these Pokemon that were just not in the game. And, you know, that uproar may or may not have been, you know, Psyduck, the duck Pokemon. Psyduck is constantly beset with headaches. If the Pokemon lets its strange power erupt, apparently the pain subsides for a while. So, being trained is a good thing for Psyduck, is what I'm hearing. Because they get to let their strange power out for a while. But yeah, it's... You know, it's hard for me to tell you if, this actually, this is gonna suck, because Magnemite is Steel-type, it's not gonna take much damage. It's hard for me to tell you, you know, how valid the complaint is that, you know, Pokemon were missing. Back at the time, it was, the statement was, we can't fit all these Pokemon into the game, we don't have the time to do it all. And what a lot of people are going now is that, well, they were meant to go into the DLC, and they wanted to sell the DLC. Which, I don't know how valid that is, and I don't want to make a comment on it myself. Primarily because I don't know how valid it is. You know, it's one of those... It's one of those things that I personally like to assume good things about people and about companies. I know there's a lot of these companies out there that do terrible things. You know, they sell just for the sake of selling. Magnemite, the magnet Pokemon. At times, Magnemite runs out of electricity and ends up on the ground. If you give batteries to a grounded Magnemite, you'll start moving again. Oh, that's good. You know, there's definitely a... what is it? What's in my party again? What am I... Azurill. Okay. There definitely is a... you know, companies that do just not good things. Like, I want to use stronger words, but at the same time, I very much do not want to use stronger words about this. But there are, okay. Yeah, I already have you. You know, a lot of companies, they do stuff just to make money, for the purpose of making money, you know, and some of these things they do are not, you know, they're not solid things. They are not things that we should congratulate them for. They are not things that we should be happy with them for. We should, you know, in fact, be very angry at some of these companies for the stupid shit that they do on a regular basis. And you know what? Absolutely. Like, you're never going to hear me argue that point. I just ended up reading a bunch of stuff. I don't want to get too far into the topic, because this is the type of topic that people get very angry about, and rightfully so. Do not, you know, do not take me making these statements as a defense of these companies. I also do not want to, I also do not in any way want to, wow, start an argument up. I don't want to, you know, kind of leave room open for people to, you know, start arguing in the comments. I very much do not want to do that. But I was recently reading an article, early, just half an hour ago, actually immediately after my last recording wrapped up. But I was reading an article about Disney. Staryu's data, the star-shaped Pokemon. If you visit a beach at the end of summer, you'll be able to see groups of Staryu lighting up in a steady rhythm. But I do remember, you know, I did read about Disney, and apparently they You know, in buying Star Wars, you know, one of the things they bought when they bought Star Wars, they bought the rights to all of the Star Wars books that have been written over a period of a long time. And one of the things that ended up happening is when they, you know, when they bought all these books, they bought not only the rights to publish, the rights to sell, they also bought the responsibilities. Checking right now on Fletchinder to see if it is. Yeah, this thing does evolve. That's right. That's right. It does evolve. Let's see if I can snipe shot it and not kill it. Nope. But they bought not only the rights, but they bought the responsibilities to, you know, pay the royalties to the authors for all the books sold. This is a fairly basic thing as far as I'm aware. Like, this is not a... as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I understand, this is not a... Excuse me? There we go. This is not one of those things that is, like, hard to deal with, right? Like, if you buy the contract, you buy the entire contract. You don't buy just tiny pieces of the contract. But apparently there's been arguments in, you know, many situations in the past where, you know, chemical companies, apparently, I was reading this in like, the comments, this article, chemical companies will buy the rights to a certain chemical that they are trying to get access to, and at the same time as they buy the rights, they also buy, yeah, they also say, okay, we don't owe the remainder of the requirements. We don't owe anything to those we're buying these rights to. So there's a bunch of authors that, and some of them very big authors who are very well known in like science fiction writing communities, who are not getting their royalties paid out. And Disney bought Star Wars a good long time ago, so this is a number of years of royalties not paid. Now, I don't know the legalities of it, you know, so I don't know, I don't understand in terms of like legal speak what the argument is that, you know, Disney is evidently trying to use to justify not paying these royalties out. So I can't pretend to understand that. I'm not educated enough to be able to, you know, to argue the point for or against or anything like that. So that's why I don't want to go too deep into it. But I do sit here and from my very basic understanding of, you know, law and such, again, very basic. I'm admitting my ignorance at the top of the hour. But I sit here and I kind of wonder, like, what argument can you make to say, you know, we bought the contract, but we don't have to honor all... We only have to honor the terms of it that benefit us. We don't have to honor the terms of it that benefits someone else. There's a lot of these companies that do things that, you know, are not... to use a phrase from Austin Powers, they're not cricket. They're not good things. You know, they do what is right for them. They do what will earn them money, and that's what the end of it. You know, they want to earn money. And there's a thing that I've seen described of a lot of companies in capitalism. Capitalism as a statement is that the companies are not there for the consumer. They're not there to fill a need. Dude, what's available here? That's a shuckle. You know what? I don't have a shuckle. Let's go pick up shuckle. They're not there to fill a need. Like that's what you know, the kind of, you know, American economy was really originally kind of setting up to do, right? And what I don't know if it was capitalism. I can't remember what is. So there's consumerism. There we go. So there's consumerism, and consumerism is, you know, take care of the consumer, fill the needs of the consumer, make a product that is needed by the consumer. Then there's capitalism, which is, you know, capitalize. And capitalize is not a word with a positive connotation, right? Like when you capitalize on it, when you capitalize on something, this is not necessarily a positive thing that you're doing. You know, this is not a good thing very often. When you capitalize on something, it's often a not good thing. But capitalists, a lot of them, you know, a lot of them, like, they're making a need. They're trying to find ways to force you to buy things. And some of it, you know, look, I recently upgraded my phone and my smartwatch. I was able to justify to myself paying a bunch of money. I'm not going to say how much, but suffice to say a bunch. I was able to justify spending a bunch of money on a new phone and a new smartwatch. Because I feel that there are benefits to both these products that the previous things I had will not fulfill. And that's really the important thing is, you know, I've talked to, I had a long conversation with a guy in IT. And his, you know, job revolves around the concept of, you know, consumer research and creation of product, consumer electronics in general. And we had a long conversation about what is the benefit to buying a new phone. And in his opinion, there's no reason for most people to buy new phones. But some of it is psychological. And the old smartwatch, for example, that I have, it's still in front of me. I haven't gotten rid of it. It's going to go in a drawer just in case the new one breaks and I have to send it off for repairs. But one of the things is the old smartwatch is it's a exercise wristband at best. We got some Mercandy, Lumberries. Did I already have a Shuckle? No, okay. Yes, I did. Damn, that was a waste of time. Didn't think I had a Shuckle. I wish it would show you what the silhouette is if you already have it. Okay, I will have to come back here and get more Magnemite later. I have to get Magneton and Magnezone. Cramorant, but I already have one. What's in this cave? It's Courageous Cavern. I know for a fact that I already have Crustle. Do I want to investigate this right now? I don't. I want to go advance the storyline. Let's go do that. Actually, the first thing I want to do is I want to go back to the station. I want to buy a bunch of stuff. But, you know, I can definitely, that. Oh. Okay. Okay. Ew. Probably find these other Diglets. And then I also want to go check with that guy and see what you get for finding Diglets. Because we found all the Diglets in the cave. There's probably a reward for that. But we need to go buy some stuff. Let's Ultra Balls. Let's get... No. 9 of them. I need to buy at least 11 Max Potions. At least 11 more full heals. At least 11 more revives. And let's sell some treasures. Not as rich as you thought I was. But I have stuff. What was I saying? But, you know, we talked about consumer electronics, and, you know, the old, you know, watch I have, it's effectively a smart band, right? It's the Samsung, Bit 2, I think is the name. Also, let's see what you have to say. I do want to show you the Isle of Armor Pokemon. 150 Pokemon seen and 146 Pokemon caught. I was mesmerized by your Pokedex because it has so few blanks. I think you're really going to complete this Pokedex. Bet you already know what the weather can also influence what Pokemon you encounter as well. But you don't give me the freaking numbers. Also, what's up with you? I'm a world-renowned designer of fashion. You're Galarian, I presume. This is my first time setting foot in this region. I must say, it seems rather deserted. You're on the Isle of Armor. I beg your pardon. I've disembarked at the wrong station. How fortunate you were here to steer me true. My most heartfelt gratitude to you. I say, I've heard Galar's champion, Leon, excuse me, I'm the champion, is quite the beloved figure in the region. I smelled the opportunity to take advantage of Leon's wild popularity to seek further riches. Hence my voyage. But now I find myself without the funds to even reach my destination. If you've in mind to purchase this delectably surpassingly cute ensemble I've designed for 3,000 Pokebucks, it would cover my taxi fare onwards. I'll take it. Helping hand in my hour of need. What a kindly soul. My sincerest thanks, my friend, and as promised, here you are. You got a WXFX ensemble containing a casual tee, a hoodie, patterned tights, and a sport cap. Some of these are hard to come by. You'll be pleased with your purchase, I guarantee it. And with that, I bid you farewell. Okay, well, we'll probably see him again somewhere, I'm sure. But it's a Samsung Fit 2, and it's not a bad it's not a bad thing. Like as a product, it's not bad. I've had it for a number of years. I got it for free as part of buying a Note 2. You know, not Note 2, a Note 8, Note 7, whichever one that was the one that was exploding. I got it back then, and I've used it for a number of years. But the problem is that it doesn't feel like an actual watch, and I really wanted an actual watch. You know, I wanted something that looked like a watch and felt like a watch. I have a fascination with skeleton watches, and the big thing is that I wanted a product that felt like a watch. You know, getting the other benefits of a smartwatch is also nice. You know, having a more, faster, because these things are unfortunately fairly slow overall in terms of, processing and things like that. Kind of a pain in the butt. The display is fairly low resolution and, somewhat hard to read. So these are also other, detriments to the design of the Fit 2. Not to say that it's a bad product. It absolutely is not. But it is one of those things that, like, I wanted an upgraded version to get the benefits of having an upgraded version. So that's how I justified to myself getting it. I wanted an actual thing that looked like an actual watch. I already have one of you. So I want something that actually looked like an actual watch. And then also, in addition to that, I wanted something that was faster. I wanted an upgraded product. And then I've been using my Samsung Note 8, since the Note 8 came out, since I was forced to upgrade off of the Note 7. And it's getting to be slow, and it's also not only is it slow as compared to, newer product. And snag you real quick, because I have to evolve you. Not only was it slow, but also I guess the soldering was going bad on its battery, and it was resetting on its own a couple times. So there was a practical need for me to upgrade. But for a lot of people, upgrading is not like something you do for practical reasons. A lot of people, they upgrade their cell phone, not because, damn, this bird is strong. A lot of people do not upgrade their phones for practical reasons. They, one of the reasons that I feel that people upgrade their phones is psychological in nature. You want something that is new. It's it is part of showing off your own, virility isn't the right word, but it's showing off your success in life, right? You're showing that you have money to, oh, shit. I did not want to, okay, it's still here. Want this one. Here. Cool. But you're showing off that you have success. You're showing off your the fact that you have money. You're showing off a lot of things. Let's be fair. When you buy a new phone, it is a signal to those around you that you are successful, and that's important to a lot of people. It's the same thing as like buying a new car, but it's significantly cheaper than buying a new car, or buying a new house. It's got a lot of those same connotations in those terms, or at least in my armchair psychologist point of view. But I think that's a major part of it, right? Is being able to do those things. So for some people, that is a very consumerist thing. There's definitely that point of view out there that it is that's why you're doing it, is for those benefits. But there is a definite part of new phones every year. a streamer I watch, Hidden Distance, who I started watching because he was speedrunning La Mulana back in the day, which I think he might still do, but I haven't seen him do it recently. But he was talking about the concept of, the all new something, the all new X, car that came out this year, something like that. It's not all new. It's mostly new, or somewhat new. Like, it's still, the point he made is it's still using tires, This is not an all new thing. It is still very similar to the product you bought last. It hasn't actually changed a tremendous amount. And we see new, new phones come out every year. Okay, that's Courageous Cavern. We see new phones come out every single year, but the big question to ask yourself, and also that should be asked of, the designers, is, okay, we have a new phone. Let's talk to this guy. Hello? Thanks to you, 44 more Diglett came back to me. You found 45 Diglett so far, so please find 106 more Diglett. Number of Diglett that came back hit 5, so I'll give this Pokemon to you. Oh, okay. We get an Alolan Meowth. Cool. My box. Okay, I found 10. We get an Alolan Slowpoke. Oh, no, just a normal Slowpoke. Okay. As a King's Rock. Good to know. Alolan Vulpix. But there is that, in capitalism, one of the major parts is, found 30. Sandshrew, okay. Still have a Grimer we're waiting on. Oh, we've never gotten Sandshrew before. Life on mountains covered with deep snow has granted this Pokemon a body of ice that's hard as steel. The mouse Pokemon. I have found 40. Alolan Raichu. Neat. I actually really like the Alolan Raichu. I like this design. Okay. That is Chairman Rose's hairstyle. Okay, so we are still missing a couple of Diglett in this zone that I'll have to find. So I'm not going to find now. I want to go and actually get some stuff done. While we're having this conversation. What is in here? That's Politoed. Yeah, I want that. Corviknight, get to work. We're going to grab this because I do not want to have to evolve this normally. People join up for this one, because I'm pretty sure people will. But yeah, like, capitalists is, they build a need. So they come out with a new phone every year, and the idea is, let's kind of force you to buy a new phone every year. Let's earn this money. When it comes to things like gacha games, a lot of people are getting into gacha titles on their phones. That's a huge thing, and people spend tons of money. And I'm gonna admit, I played Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. And Union Cross is a little bit of a gacha title, and I played it for about 3 or 4 months. And I'm not gonna lie, the reason I played it is I wanted to know what the story of Union Cross was. I wanted to get an idea, because there are references in Kingdom Hearts. We're just gonna start this battle. There are references in Kingdom Hearts 3 to stuff that happens in Union Cross. So I was kind of curious what was happening in that story, and things like that. So I did play it, and I ended up pumping 15 bucks into it. Now keep in mind, that's 15 bucks total over the course of like 4 months. I did it once because there was a couple of things that I wanted to snag because I thought they would help me out. They did. But I didn't spend any more money. But there are people, yeah, both view shinies. But there are people who absolutely, they spend hundreds and thousands of dollars. Now I'm gonna say outright, I say this, I have spent probably $1,000 or $2,000 on maybe not that much, maybe $1,500. It's probably a closer estimate on skins in League of Legends. So I have done that. with the understanding that these are, purely cosmetic items. They're not anything that actually gives me anything in the game. And I bought back when Twinny and I were together, I bought her a mount in Final Fantasy XIV. I haven't bought any for myself, but I bought it for her. So I have bought a couple of things, but there are, these gacha games kind of build this need to buy more. And then when you get past the gacha games, we really then go look at the pay to own models. So there is, Microsoft stopped selling the normal Microsoft Office, which was a yearly thing. You bought it in like 2010, 2016, but it was yours forever. And now it's Microsoft Office 365, which is literally a product with the explicit point of purpose that you have to pay for it monthly. So it has reached this point where they have built a need that now you must pay to get into. You used to buy a car and you would have a good warranty for years, and now it's a very limited warranty and it only lasts for, X amount of time. And they expect you to have to go back in and then buy your, all of this maintenance you have to do. It's a thing that happens nowadays. There are companies who do that. And so to get back to the original point, we have, Pokemon, and the original Pokemon Sword and Shield didn't have a bunch of these Pokemon in there. Politoed and Magnemite and Squirtle. There were a lot of these Pokemon that weren't in there. But as I think about it, as I go around in the Isle of Armor, and I'm catching a bunch of Pokemon, we've caught like 50 or 60 Pokemon over the past couple of episodes. Because we started already with 100, if you weren't aware. We're at 150-something now. We started with about 100. I didn't miss these Pokemon. And that's kind of something that I find interesting, is that they did not manufacture a need in me, because I didn't miss them. There were statements that a lot of people were making in that, especially for players like myself, who the entire, big thing for us is that we are catch-em-all players. We go after everything that we can. As a catch-em-all player, having all the Pokemon in the base game would have been obnoxious, because I would have had to go and catch everything. I did not miss these Pokemon. These are not Pokemon that I would have used. Politoed, it's cool, it's an interesting Pokemon, it exists, but this isn't a poke that I would have, ever used. This poke has no place in my party. I did not miss it. I did not miss Magnemite. I don't run Magnemite normally. These are not Pokemon that I miss. So it didn't generate a need for me. I like the DLC, and I'm enjoying the DLC because it's more things to play. It's more exploration. I'm getting to do other things. But it has been a full year since I played through Pokemon Sword originally. So this is and that's one of the reasons why I waited for everything to come out, and then a little bit later, I waited for all the DLC to come out. Because effectively now, I'm getting what I would have gotten out of a Pokemon Sword Shield and Lance, or whatever the new version would have been. Politoed, the frog Pokemon. At nightfall, these Pokemon appear on the shores of lakes. They announce their territorial claims by letting out cries that sound like shouting. But these are definitely, this feels like the third game in the series, in the generation, which we've had in the past, Crystal to Diamond and Pearl, Crystal to Gold and Silver, and so on. It is definitely that kind of feel. Excuse me, Jigglypuff. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Thank you. Go away. But that's kind of what this feels like to me. This doesn't have the feel to me of these are Pokemon that I was missing in the base game that I had to go buy. This feels to me like this is more, gameplay. This is more stuff for me to go do in a new area, and I actually kind of like that idea. I actually like this concept of paying $30 for this DLC. I like this more than I would have liked the idea of buying a new $6 game. Again, very much like a Lance or so on and so forth, the third game of the generation. And now I can come back to it later on, and my interest is piqued. And this also is very different than the, old concepts. Do you have anything new to do with me? Just, no. You don't have anything. Okay. Oh, where these other Diglett are. Do today. I think we checked all of these areas, remember correctly, for Diglett was first in this area. We'll have to come back and look later on. Okay, I need to heal real quick. And that's going to be the end of this episode. We did a lot of catching, didn't advance the story at all. I apologize. I said I was going to advance the story and I didn't. But, you know, it was a, I did not miss these pokes. These were not, like, there's a lot of pokes that we've been catching, and I sit here catching them, and there definitely is this feeling in me that, I wasn't even aware you were missing. And I think that says a lot about some of these pokes that we're catching. That I didn't even know they were missing. I was not, like, I probably, if I had played a while ago and did this, I might have been, you know, I might have been aware, right? So it's definitely, I'm just trying to see what I can give to Aegislash to make it a little bit more effective at what I'm doing. Don't want Eviolite. Ooh. Special move. You know what? We'll just do Shell Bell. It leads off a lot. But yeah, there's very much this feeling in me that, like, I didn't miss these Pokemon. If I had played back a year ago, if this had come out a year ago, like, just after I had finished playing Pokemon, Pokemon Sword, and I had just finished the Dex, I might have been surprised by some of these pokes not being in there. That is definitely possible. You're going to teleport away. Yep. That's fine. I might have been surprised a year ago and gone, wait a second, are you kidding me? Abra wasn't in the base game? Abra's one of my favorite Pokemon. I cannot believe that Abra wasn't in here. How dare they not put one of my favorite Pokemon in here? Yeah. I mean, I can see me having that reaction. But at the same time, though, I didn't notice then. Like, I don't remember having the completed Dex or approaching completion on the Dex and saying, you know, wait, where is blank? I didn't see blank. Why is blank not in here? Are you kidding me? Blank's not in this game? I didn't have that reaction. There were definitely a couple Pokemon that, like, I probably missed, like the Kanto starters, you know. I probably would have had a reaction to. But a lot of these Pokemon I didn't miss. They were not Pokemon that, you know, a lot of them are iconic, like, you know, like Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's iconic. Especially since Jigglypuff is in Smash. Like, Jigglypuff is absolutely an iconic character. But I say that, and again, I didn't miss them. So it very much has this feeling of me, like, this was positive for me. You know, I don't know how I feel about DLC as a general rule. Up there we go. You know, I don't know how I feel about DLC as a general rule. You know, DLC can absolutely feel like a cash grab. You know, it absolutely can, and in some cases does. There are some games where I absolutely did feel that the DLC that brought out was not, like, a thing that enhanced the gameplay for me. It just ended up being a, you know, a way to try to make me spend more money. There we go. One more Diglett out here. Oh, is that it? No, that's Brock. Okay. What do we find? Oh, look, it's a Magikarp. Pretty darn certain I already have a Magikarp. Yeah, I didn't end up feeling like these were, you know, this was a cash grab to me. There is definitely gameplay here, and you can see that I've spent, you know, a good number of hours already just going, exploring, catching nonsense. Like, this is not for me. I'm actually doing stuff, right? I'm actually exploring. I'm actually doing things. I'm having fun. So far, 30 bucks well spent. And odds are extraordinarily high that I'm going to spend another $30 on the other Season Pass for Pokemon Shield. Here's my Alakazam Abra. Okay. So that's going to be about for today, guys. I really want to find this other Diglett. And I need to organize my boxes again, just so I kind of know where things are. So I'm going to organize the boxes offline. I may go find the Diglett offline. I do kind of like finding the stuff on screen. Partially because I do kind of like, you know, showing that I'm actually finding this stuff as opposed to, thing on here. You guys are trainers. I do like kind of showing that I did actually legitimately find these. Like, so far, I'm not using any maps. I'm not, eat me, Sharpedo. I'm not using maps. I'm not, you know, I'm not looking things up. The only things I've looked up so far, you know, I have looked up evolution requirements, and the only reason, the only reason I've looked up evolution requirements is just because I don't remember them, and I need to know them, like, now. So that way I can actually get stuff done. And this is just, like, a lot of them I do remember, but some of them I don't. And, like, on the Galarian Slowpoke, I probably would not have figured that one out. I'd rather just look it up. But, you know, that being said... Hi. All that being said, I'm not looking up locations of items or anything like that. I'm going to try to find these on my own. It's more fun that way. Why are you a firebird way out here in the ocean? Ooh, interesting. Dubious Disc is for Porygon, I think. Do I have you? I don't think I have you. Okay. This is where I'm going to be coming back to you guys with Clauncher. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.